like I said, I just want to be brief. If I could summarize what I want to say in one sentence, it is, if you're thinking about going in a different direction, starting something new, it's always a good idea to think about the legal environment in which you are making those decisions. Okay, so there are a couple of projects that we've talked about here today deal with youth employment. So that's actually what Brian asked me to talk to you about for a few minutes, is just kind of some things to consider if your social enterprise or your program that's part of your nonprofit deals with employing youth. On the handout, I also have some information that I'm not going to talk about today, but that pertains to things to consider if you are thinking of a strategic partnership. So your nonprofit is going to partner with another nonprofit, or your nonprofit is going to partner with a for-profit. There are lots of potential issues there as well, and lots of room for creativity on the lawyer's part to help you to be able to accomplish what you want to accomplish. The biggest thing that I'll say on all of that is, for the nonprofits in the room, probably one of the most valuable things that you have is your tax-exempt status from the IRS. And so you want to take great care to protect that status and make sure that you don't lose it. And that's one of the biggest risks when you start getting into things that are not traditional, the traditional nonprofit realm. When you kind of start going outside of that, there's a couple of things that you can run into. One is potential tax liability, which may not be a big deal, but it can increase the cost of running the program that you are trying to run. But the more severe consequence can be loss of tax-exempt status if you're not operating in the way that the IRS requires. So those are kind of the big things to keep in mind if you're on that partnership side, which I said I wasn't really going to talk about.